Hello, it is Sunday and it is time for my mental health vlog. And if I sound congested, it is because my surgery did not get canceled. I had my surgery on Friday. So I feel like I look a little bulbousy and swollen, but I had a deviated septum that was taken care of. I'm fully packed with stuff now inside my sinuses, and I go back on Wednesday to get that stuff pulled out. And I will be so grateful when that stuff is pulled out because I feel super congested. All I want to do is blow my nose, and I can't blow my nose. But at least it's finally stopped oozing and dripping, and I feel a lot less gross than I did for all Friday afternoon and most of Saturday. So the doctor said the surgery was textbook. It went really, really well. I won't really know if I'm going to get the ultimate results I wanted until it's healed up and all the stuffing is yanked out, or not yanked, gently pulled out. So I'm hoping that everything goes well on Wednesday when I go in for my post-op visit. I guess I'll just start focusing on the surgery. I have a lot of feelings around this surgery. This was my first surgery as an adult. With the exception of that little thing that they had taken out of my hands, which I was fully awake for. But this was the first time I'd ever gone under since I was 15 or 16 or 17 when I had my wisdom teeth out. So this really was my first surgery as an adult. And part of me kept thinking it was going to get canceled because it got canceled once because my doctor had COVID. It got canceled again because of the Blue Cross Blue Shield Memorial Hermann Battleground thing. So I just knew it was going to get canceled again. So I got the call Thursday morning letting me know the time was going to be be there at 9:30 for 11 o'clock surgery. I'm like, cool. And then 45 minutes later, she's like, I know I just called you to confirm the time, but I'm like, oh shit, here it is. They're canceling it. They've moved some things around, and now we need you here at 5:30 for a 7 o'clock surgery. I mean, I tell you the last time I've seen 5 a.m. before. Ugh, not a fan. But anyway, my boyfriend was great. He made sure we were up. I tried to not give him any hassle about getting out of bed, and we got to the hospital, and we got checked in, and everybody was just making sure everything was okay. I had to answer a bunch of questions without coffee, which is not ideal for me. But my boyfriend was there, and it was great having him there. And then they wheeled me off. I remember being wheeled off. I remember being moved from the mobile bed to the surgery bed. I think I had maybe 30 seconds of memory of that room, period, before I was just gone. Then woke up in recovery. So, I had some friends reach out to check on me, and that was nice. There were some people I really expected to hear from that I know my boyfriend may have been keeping them updated, but it was and is still hard to fathom that they haven't called to check on me. I understand people are busy. I understand I'm not always a priority for everybody. I don't expect to be a priority for anybody, but I will say, this being the first surgery I've had, there were one or two people I really expected to call and check on me and never did. So I know that's a me thing, not a them thing, but it really kind of hurt, honestly. But made it through, and the healing process has begun. Talked to my son the other day, and he didn't call me the night of the surgery. He called me the next morning because it sounds like he didn't get into a fight. He got hit in the face at Taekwondo on Friday night. So he just kind of went home and got an ice pack and went to bed. But I did hear from him Saturday morning. He called me first thing. Of course, I was, woken up in a drug, stupor from this pain beds. And I talked to him for a little bit and made sure he was okay too, because he had been hit in the face, and he's had a couple of injuries at Taekwondo lately, and it's concerning how aggressive they're getting. but I need to find out more about that later. Um, I ordered some for the GoFundMe that I have for the book that I wrote, The Elephant Above Us. I had some things being made for giveaways for people who made donations at certain levels, like stickers and keychains and lapel pins and things like that. And the stickers and the keychains came in this week, and they were so cool to see. The finished little product of McCall's art of the elephant. McCall is brilliant with her artistry. The way she captured the character that I had in my head was just great. But it's cool to see that stuff come in the mail, and know that once I start getting some donations to roll in for the GoFundMe, that I can start saying, hey, here's what you got for your donation. Thank you so much for supporting us. So it's cool to have that in. And my boyfriend, who's running a vinyl decal studio, is working on a decal of the elephant. And of course, I've got a design going for a patch of the elephant, so people can choose certain levels of gifts that they want to give and get their compensation or whatever back for it. So it was just kind of exciting to open the mail and be like, oh, that's really cool to see it, to see something made like that. It wasn't as exciting as the first time I got, our first draft copy of the books. Like, that was really exciting. But to actually get, the little decal stuff was cute. I gotta be careful how I smile, because smiling hurts the muscles through here. The teeth were hurting yesterday and the day before, and that was weird. Like on Friday night, you could ask my boyfriend. I told him I wanted some pliers to just rip out all my top teeth because they were just throbbing and they all felt weird. And I'm not okay if my teeth feel weird. That's just weird for me. But yeah, so I have to. Breathing is hard too. I have to take it easy. Yesterday, I was very much go, go, go. I didn't want to sit at home. I didn't want to stay grounded all day. And today, it's very much the opposite. My boyfriend said all the meds they gave you in the hospital are officially out of your system. You are now on over-the-counter your prescription pain pills. And he said Sunday and Monday are going to be hard for you. And I'm sensing that today. I'm incredibly lethargic and just very tired today. I'm really tired of being congested or sounding congested. So, let's see what else happened this week. Oh, I got a really great compliment at work. My boss had 2 deaths in her family back to back, so she's been out for about a week and a half. She's about as lucky as my boyfriend and I are. We just have the same string of bad luck, and it really sucks. But with her being absent, her boss, who's our new manager for my unit, was sitting in on some meetings and getting a little bit more involved in things that she'll eventually pass back off to my manager. But I got some really great feedback from her this week, on some great compliments on the way that I handled the meeting and the way that I was handling certain situations. And she was quite impressed. And it's not the first time she said something like that to me, but it's so nice to hear when you spend so much of the year wondering what it is you actually do, if you're doing enough, if you're doing the right thing, if you're doing it well. And you hear some feedback from people, but when it's someone that's higher up like that, it's nice to hear. And it's very reaffirming that I may not be perfect at my job. I don't know what all the check boxes are I need to be checking yet, but I'm doing a pretty damn good job at what I am doing. And that makes me feel good. The other part of the other job, the embroidery stuff, I worked really, really hard to get kind of caught up, so I was able to slow down, and I could finally put my second machine away. I have just come to the realization that I am a 2-machine operation now, and I will have to have 2 machines running at all times. And I don't know what I'm going to do if I get any busier. I guess just keep raising my prices until people just don't want to order my stuff anymore. There's got to be a great balance of being able to manage the workload and still have people buy stuff at a reasonable price. I just haven't found that sweet spot yet. I'm so opposed to raising my prices any more than I absolutely positively have to, just because I know I wouldn't spend that much money on an iron-on patch. that's not professional, because I know my work is not like professional. So I love doing it. I love designing it. I love doing the custom orders that I get, but damn, it keeps me busy. It does keep me busy. I was gonna sit in here and do some orders today, but I'm like, I am just not feeling it. So today is my sloth day, and I took tomorrow off from work just in case, and so it'll be a good mix of sloth day and probably working on some patches too. I'm still not giving up on the idea of a second dog, but we are looking at some of the agencies we dealt with before to try and see if there's a smaller dog available that would still meet the checkpoints that I'm looking for. You know, the derpy, the snuggly, the lazy kind of dog. So I don't know, we'll see. When it's meant to be, it'll be, and if it's not, it's not. Last weekend was a hard lesson to be learned, and it was just a hard weekend altogether. But when it's right, it'll be right, and we'll know it. Okay, I think that's all I've got today. Thank you guys that checked in on me, for checking in on me. I really do appreciate it, and I love you guys, and I will check in with you next week. Oh, remember to check with your friends, make sure they're doing okay. Check with your loved ones, make sure they're doing okay. That works both ways. And check on yourself, make sure you're doing okay. All right, love you guys. Bye.